Hey guys, Rick here. So we're gonna do a off-season garden update, if you will. What I'm going to do, well, not really an update. What I'm doing is doing a little bit of harvest. It is 30 degrees today, so my cold weather stuff's it does well anyway. My chard, my collard greens, everything else other than my Brussels is pretty much dead. I got a few other things. What is that? Garden sage, and that's comfrey back there. So, but right now, this is Yarrow, and I'm going to be harvesting this and making it, and drying it rather, so I can make tea out of it. And this is a funny thing here because these are actually in planters. So, those are, I left them here. I was going to transplant them elsewhere, and they just grew through the planters, and these guys have embedded into this bed here, which is the irony of this, because I had a yarrow in this container right there, and it ended up dying, but this one's still doing really well. So I'm gonna harvest this stuff, as much as I can of it anyway. And I'll probably do this too. This is mugwort. So that was in that big planter right there, and it's actually still doing well also. So I definitely want to pull that up out of this bed, and I'll put it elsewhere, because mugwort is so invasive. But as for here, I'm going to snip this stuff up, and I'm going to take it into the dehydrator and dehydrate it, and put it into my little my jars that I keep all my other herbs in. So, all right, I'm gonna pause the video. I got my snips, and I left my bucket inside. I just grabbed a bag, and we'll get this all harvested, and then I'll come back after the video. All right, see you in a bit. All right, guys, so I have my yarrow here, so it's a sink full of it. And what I'm going to do is, I have my dehydrator over here, is just start loading this joker up. So the way the leaves are, it already allows for great air circulation. So all I have to do is just pack it on in and let it all dry up from that point there. And then I will end up chopping it and mixing it up once everything's dry. All right, guys, I'll be back in just a moment, and actually I'll be back in about 12 hours or so when the video's done, or when the drying is done, and then we'll go forward from there. All right, see you in a bit. All right, guys, so we are about 12 hours into it, and what I've done is pulled everything off the dehydrator, put it into the pot here, or my bucket thingy, and this is the extra one here that I didn't pull off just for demonstration purposes. And so I'm just putting it in there, breaking it on down, and then I will strain out all of the big stems and break it on down to even finer, I guess, powder kind of deal there. And I will put those into a mason jar when everything is broken down. So I have a bunch of this stuff. So I still have this left. I just loaded this one up here, so I need to go ahead and load this tray up. And look like I probably have 2 more runs at it or so. And then also I have some mugwort down in there. We're actually in the 20s right now, up here in zone 6A. So, and expecting some snow this afternoon, but I just wanted to show garden's still doing really well here for December, the herbs anyway. And so I'm going to finish this up, and I'll be back with a final product. All right, guys, see you in a bit. All right, guys, there you have it. That is the final product. That is yarrow dried and put into my little half pint or pint mason jars. And I have a bunch of them that I have up here, catnips and mint, lavender. So pretty much a lot of different stuff. Anyway, yarrow is good to make out of a tea. Make into a tea also. Eases the digestion. It actually works as a clotting agent. It's kind of like comfrey. So if you get a bloody nose, just stick a bunch of it up your nose, and it activates a clot. And it also is an anti-clotting agent. So if you need to thin blood or something like that, which I don't know, but herbs are weird like that. So, but I'm gonna be making some tea out of this and all that good stuff, as well as my other herbs up top there. So that's just one more for the books there. Anyway, all right guys, so that is that video there. Hope you enjoyed it, and I may throw some stragglers in between the winter, since there's not really much going on out in the garden anymore right now. But so we'll see what I'll do. All right guys, we'll see you next time. Later.